What's up, everybody? This is a Sparrow with a Gun from Sleepless Nights, and we're playing Scrolls today. This is a new game by Mojang. You might know them. Made a little game called Minecraft. Not a big deal. This is currently in beta, I believe, and so not everything's complete. I'm pretty sure, don't quote me on this because I could very easily be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that they're fairly close to being released. I've noticed like the change logs and stuff are mentioning like 0.94 and stuff, and usually the 1.0 is your release. Usually it's up to the developer though, so don't quote me on that. I have not actually read up anything on it as to when they plan on being official or whatever, but the beta though is what's currently going on. I don't know that this will end up being a series or anything. It was just something I've been playing off and on, and we needed something for Monday here today, and honestly, it was Base Play and Adrian were busy, and I didn't really have anything to update on FTB yet. I hope to have more progress done by the end of the week that we can show. And, you know, my Zone of the Ender stuff I usually save for the weekend, so... Oh, and I could also do Turtles, but I hadn't really come up with a good program yet. I have one in mind, but it's a fairly lengthy project, and I don't want to do it on camera. I'd rather do it, and then show you guys after it works, and you don't have to see me bug testing every 5 seconds. So I figured I'd go ahead and do this one. The matches take longer than I originally thought, so, you know, you could kind of do a match or two per episode kind of thing. But I don't know if there's really enough there to do, like, a Let's Play, or if it would get boring just watching you play, you know, the rounds all the time. There's no, like, campaign story mode kind of thing, it's just matches. But, real quick, I'm just going to go over some of the basic stuff. This is your main, window here. Actually, you know what? I'm going to pause the video real quick. I want to see. I'm not sure if my mouse is showing up or not, so just give me just a second. And we're back. I did. Yeah, I confirmed that my mouse was showing up. Did you already know that? And I did some sound tweaking here and there to kind of bring some of the levels more in balance. So, to run through real quick, you got your settings, which is your typical resolution, sound effects, music, etc., chat messages and highlights and stuff. Your profile. I would like to point out I'm bad at this right now. I'm normally pretty decent at like board style games and stuff, but yeah, I'll be honest, I'm not doing that great. As you can see, I've played 4 games. I've won 1. And that was the tutorial, I'm pretty sure. I don't think I've actually beaten anyone else so far. You can edit your avatar guy and, you know, change the arms and the head. I don't know if there will eventually be add-ons where you can buy components. There is, in the store area, there is where you can buy a whole avatar set, but I don't know if then you can mix and match them. I'm assuming you can, but I've never done it. Over in the store... Well, actually, let's go to the deck builder first. Again, I haven't messed around with this too much. I grabbed one of the defaults. What does this button do? I don't know what that does. When you first open up the game, it'll ask you if you want to do a starter deck of these 3 icons. And this is Growth... I'm turning off the filter. Growth... Power, I believe is what it's called, and then Order or something like that. I'll have to look. Don't quote me on the names. The symbols are really the big important part because they represent 3 different genres, I guess, of cards. And so as you notice, I went with the Growth because it had a lot of, well, I like wolves, and it had a lot of wolf stuff, Brother of the Wolf, and one of my ones I really like is this one, the Great Wolf. It's like a white wolf. I think that's awesome. So I went with the Growth because I had heard from various people I watch on YouTube and, you know, Wikipedias and stuff that the Growth one was kind of the easier starting out one because it had a lot of buffs and, you know, power characters. The Order one, from what I've heard, is more military. Like, you get spearmen and swordsmen and, you know, riflemen, infantry, stuff like that. So it's more along your Command and Conquer or, you know, soldier style. It's from what I've been told, it's more for learning how to use your infantry with strategies in terms of, like, oh, how do I put this? Like, you know, if you line up the right guys in a lane, then, you know, they do more damage that way because they counter each other's abilities or weaknesses type of thing. So Order, from what I've been told, is more strategical in that, like, if you use the wrong strategies for certain things, you can kind of screw yourself up, but if you use the right ones, then you can really be a powerhouse. Power is like engineers, you know, the steampunk engineer type thing. They have, like, cannons and that kind of deal. I don't remember exactly, but I was told that these are a bit harder to use in that, I don't remember what the exact drawback was, whether it was either their units move slow or not move slow. You don't really do a whole lot, but I don't remember. I have not used either of these styles, though, so take everything I say that has to do with those with a grain of salt, because I've never actually played those two card styles. The Growth one, though, has a lot of wilderness. It's like, you know, if you've played any kind of RPGs like Skyrim type thing, it would be like your Nords, you know, the Northmen out in the snow and woods and, you know, creatures and that kind of thing. And a lot of buff cards, so you'll have... they're scrolls, my bad. They're not cards, they're scrolls. So if you'll notice, like, this guy, he has the ability to summon a wolf, I think, is what this means down here, because if you'll notice, if I go to this guy, is this the one? No, that's an enchantment. Where's another active... Okay, let's grab this guy. So, like, he doesn't have a summon wolf thing down at the bottom. And so you usually get... I mean, it's pretty straightforward. This is the cost of resources that it will take to play the scroll. This is their damage. This is how many turns they have to wait before they can attack. And this is their defense or health, in essence. And then this tells you about their stats, so like when Frostbearer is killed in battle, all friendly units gain 2 attack until the end of that turn. So if he dies, while that turn's still in play, everybody else gets 2 attack on the board. So stuff like that. And this guy's another good example. He takes 2 turns, he has 5 health, 3 attack, he's a beast, and so... I'm not entirely positive, but I believe stuff like being human or a beast would come into play when you have spell cards and stuff that affect beasts or human or so on. If you get these little asterisk ones, you can highlight over them and it tells you what they are. So if an opponent blocking the unit is destroyed, the creature continues if it, you know, and attacks through them. So if it does more damage to one guy, but he had 1 health, then you can run through and still get 2 damage and stuff, is how I interpret that. He gets 1 attack for every other wolf-style monster you control. And he takes 5 resources. So it's pretty straightforward. I mean, the tutorial is pretty decent as far as it explains most everything fairly well. This tells you how many of each thing you have. I haven't messed much with the deck builder here, though, as far as taking cards out and swapping them in, how many cards you can have in a deck, you know, that kind of thing. I haven't really messed much with that. Because this is a starter deck. You pick one of these 3 when you first start, and then, you know, you can add to it. When you play, you get gold as you play matches. Most things can be bought with gold if you have enough of it. The gems or crystals or whatever is your, like, real life currency. So you can do that too. I haven't... Well, let's go check out the store real quick, because I don't remember exactly if there's anything that requires it. And these are your ways of getting random scrolls. So this is an important thing, though. When you're buying scrolls, make sure that you get the right symbol. Like, I'm growth, so I don't want to buy these energy scrolls. You can, but you from what I understand, like, you can save and load these decks, right? I don't know why it's saying total. Oh, I don't know that I ever. Let's just say default for now. I wonder if that does anything. I don't know if that does anything. Oh, growth pre-constructed. Wait, what? Illegal. Okay, I'll get rid of that then. I don't want an illegal deck. So if you load a deck, you can see I have growth pre-constructed already here. Deck must have at least 50 scrolls. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, this organizes them by cost. I don't know what... Main, maybe? Will that work? No, main's illegal too. So yeah, not really sure how that mechanic works. Apparently what I'm guessing is, since all this is down here, I guess I'm not selecting these somehow, but I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing differently. If any of you have any insight into that, just send me a comment or a message and let me know what I'm doing wrong there. But I know you can have multiple decks since you can save them and load them. So you could buy energy or order cards and just keep them on reserve and then keep using your growth deck if you wanted to do that. But if you buy an energy scroll, don't put it in like a growth deck because, well, I mean, you could. It's a personal thing, but if you have one energy scroll in a growth deck, the way that you get resources is by sacrificing some of your scrolls. And if you did that, then if you only had one energy scroll in there and sacrificed it, then you wouldn't really get any back. You know, you just have one energy resource, but then no cards to play them, scrolls. So that would be kind of one of those if you wanted to do that or build them up. You can, however, buy the pre-constructed. Like, I obviously can't buy this one because I already have. But see, like 6,500 gold, you can buy the energy or order pre-constructed, or you can spend 500 of these crystals or gems or whatever they call them, which is you get from real world. And here's your avatar things, you can buy them. Most everything I've seen has a gold and a gem cost, so in theory you could actually go through the whole thing or get as much as you want without actually spending any other in-game other than the upfront cost. Shards. I just realized that. The shards. See, if you click on this, it's like 5 USD, 10 USD, and you get that many shards. But everything I've seen so far has a gold number to it, so as long as you didn't mind playing a lot, you wouldn't really need to invest any other than the initial cost of the game, which in the US it's like 22 bucks, something like that. You can also sell some of your scrolls. From what I've seen, you can't sell default. Like, see, these I bought, but it won't let me click these because they're part of the pre-constructed pack. So you can't sell those. You can buy random scrolls that are cheaper, but you don't know which... Oh, I didn't... Crap. Well, there's a good example. Totally didn't mean to do that. Oh, well. Nice. So yeah, that's a... Well, actually, I could... You can sell them back, but you're not going to get 100 back. So you can buy random scrolls. As you can see, I got an order one that doesn't really help me, which kind of sucks. Normally, I buy these growth scrolls, which gives you one for your deck. You can also do these, which gives you, for 1,000 gold, you get 10 scrolls, but they're randomly from any of the 3 factions. And you're guaranteed to get 2 uncommon and 1 rare in the pack. So it's good in that you're guaranteed to get 2 uncommons and a rare, but they may all be from different factions that you're not using, which may not help you at all. Let me see if I sell this. Yeah, see, they only give you 25 for the card, which I don't even know what that... Oh, it says, by the way, I just realized this. It says whether they're rare or common. I totally didn't realize that at all. Oh, wow, that's 8. I forget why I kept that one. It's pretty good, though. I'll hang on to that for now. It's not like I'm rolling the dough. They also have just for use, which you do have to check, because see, these are from order, so that doesn't help me at all. This is from energy. See, this is growth. This is energy, and this one I bought already, which is gold. So these like update randomly. Like, see, expires 3 days from now. So if you didn't buy this, eventually these would just switch out and go to new cards. So they're planning on, from what I've heard, they're planning on updating them and doing that type of thing. But yeah, it's actually fairly tough from what I've played. I might not be that great of a player, but for me it's fairly tough. But see, there's no like single player. I mean, there is, but campaign. There's the tutorial, you can get a quick match, or there's challenges, and the challenges are specific things like the first one here is destroy 3 of your opponent's idols to win. Your opponent's idols start with only 5 health. You begin the battle with 2 pre-deployed eternal statues, and you get 250 gold. So, you know, that's something to do as far as it might actually help you play better, because it gives you specific reasons and things to do. And then the big draw is online. You know, you can play other people. I don't think there is currently a friends list, so you would have to like search and try to find people, from my understanding. I may be wrong. Again, don't quote me on that. So let's just go ahead and do a quick match. I've been doing easy, but I've lost all 3 matches that I played. So essentially, these are your idols or statues or whatever you want to call them on both sides, and you want to take out 3 of these 5, because 3 out of 5 and they lose. With single player, it seems, at least with easy, it sets the time to infinite. There will be like a 1.5-minute timer for how long you have to make a turn in this current situation. It's good because I don't have a timer right now. So this is your hex grid. You'll place things here, and you know, they attack in whatever lane you put them in, unless otherwise specified. So you'll notice he has 1 energy, because he's an energy deck. Opponent. I believe this means he has 4 cards or scrolls in his hand. I'm not entirely sure that that's true, but that's just what I've deducted through reasoning. So you can click on these, and you can see what they are. Spiky. When Illithorn has damage in combat, it deals 1 damage to the attacker. So this is a structure. It's kind of like, if any of you have played Plants vs. Zombies, it's kind of the same thing. You place them here to block it. That's actually a good example. I know a lot of people have played Plants vs. Zombies, so if you've played it, it's very similar to that, only it's turn-based, and it's even playing fields. It's not just, you know, they keep coming towards you, but you can place structures to block them from getting to these. You place your units here, they go this way, so it's fairly similar. When you click on a card, what is this guy? Since he doesn't have any creatures on the board right now, I'm going to go ahead and use this one, because what you want to do, this will sacrifice this scroll and give you 2 more scrolls from your deck, and this will give you resources. Since, see, all these are grayed out, I can't play them yet, so if I sacrifice them, I get 1 out of 1. Now I can use this one. From my understanding, you can only sacrifice once per turn, and you get 1 at a time, but the next turn it'll refresh your resources, so at a certain point you don't have to sacrifice anymore. Well, relative, depending on the cards in your deck. I'm gonna go ahead and play this guy here, and this is a fairly weak, but it's something to have on the board. The forest, he takes 2 cooldown to hit, 1's attack, 1, so he's very easy to kill from the opponent's standpoint. And then you click that to end the turn. And now he's gonna do something, and I get more. Oh, he didn't do anything. He drew more. What did he do? He didn't do anything. Whatever. Somehow I got 2. I'm not sure how that happened. I'll be honest, I'm not an expert on this yet by any means. I've only played about 5 matches and not done very well at them, or 4 matches. What's his cooldown at? 1. I am going to give myself resources there. And that's an enchantment card, so now you see his attack boosted up to 3 and he kind of glows. So he can still be really easily killed, but I'm hoping he'll get a turn before the guy places anything, and then that'll give me 3 on that. Might not work that way though. We'll have to find out. And this is just a heal card. It heals it by 3, but he's not hurt. I made this mistake before. Do not play that card. I thought it might just boost his health. It does not. What did he play? This guy's a little booger, I think. Automation is destroyed after attack. See, it dies after attacks like a bumblebee, but it does 4 damage, which is fairly a lot. Fairly significant. What is this one again? Enchanted unit gains 2 attack. So what I'm actually going to do here is sacrifice this. I'm going to up him to 5, and then I'm actually going to place this here. Because he, if my memory serves, he can actually attack through this. So when it's his turn, he'll attack, but something has to break this to get to him first. So it might actually work in my favor. Oh, yeah, see, that was a good hit. Ah, see? So that was actually a decent move on my part. I'm happy with that. Enchanted unit is healed by 1 each round. See, I'm not going to waste that on him, though, because he doesn't have anything. Instead, when countdown reaches 0, Brother of the Wolf can summon 1 ragged wolf instead of attack. Oh, that's where the summon wolf comes from. Okay. So he's got 4. So I'm going to go ahead and place him and then end that. What does he do? He doesn't attack, but instead of attacking, Machine Priest heal all the structures by 1. When countdown is 0, Machine Priest can move a structure 1 step in a random direction. Ooh! So he can move structures and heal structures. That's not cool. Enchanted unit gains 2 attack and 2 health when Bear Paw enters play. Enchanted units countdown increases by 1. Okay. So if I put this on him, it would give him 2 health and 2 damage, but his countdown would go up to 2. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of buff this guy out a bit. So he should heal once every turn if he's hurt, and then he gains a bunch of attack stuff and defense, so... Oh yeah, that's how we roll. I'm actually not doing too bad this time. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and place this little guy here. This is a very basic unit. Oh, one thing that these guys have is haste, which when the creature comes into play with a cooldown to 0. So that's important, because that means they can attack as soon as I end the turn. So he's gonna go ahead and attack him. They're not that big of a deal. I mean, 1 damage and 2 health, but you know, they're good infantry units, and you know, it helps block stuff type of deal. What is this? What is this guy? When Ether Pump attacks, all opponents' units are dealt 1 damage. Wait, what? When Ether Pump attacks, all opponents' units are dealt 1 damage. Oh, okay, so he attacks 1 at a time, but hits everything on the board. That's kind of not good. Although... Alright. See, let's see here. Oh, sorry. I may be able to do some decent damage here. I'm moving this around because this guy's still kind of my buffer. But he does 5 damage, he does 5 damage, so he should... Whichever one goes first should take this thing out and then take him out. Leaving me free line to this. What's this guy do? It's set to go when Vitality's countdown reaches 1, all friendly units are healed, and it's a structure, so I'm going to put this thingy here. And I could have traded it for more cards, but that's not a bad deal, that when it hits 0, it heals everybody. Yeah, there we go. Now, I did get screwed over 1 round, where the AI I was playing really wasn't doing all that well. Woo! What is all this? I gotta read this. Really wasn't doing all that well or anything, but I was not getting any item cards. Everything was enchantments. I literally had, like, this whole row was full of enchantments and spells and blah blah blah, and I'm like, I can't play anything, so I had nothing on the board, and he was just picking away at my statues here, and he ended up crushing it. And so you can kind of get the raw end sometimes. Oh, this is another one of these guys. I'm actually going to trade him for 2 cards here. What was this? Ancestral Totem is a play. Creatures you control gain 1 attack, so it's a structure that buffs everything. When Frostbite is killed... Oh, yes, we talked about him. See, he has a very high damage, but very low health and a high cooldown rate. Let's see what's going on with this guy, though. So we've got a Gravelock Raider, which Relentless is like the wolf. Once they destroy something, they may go through and continue the attack. It's still not that heavy of a damage, and he's only got 2 health, so he's not that big a deal, but he enchanted him a bunch. So what's he got here? Doubles enchanted unit's attack. Enchanted unit is destroyed after attacking. And I think he put 2 of those on there. So we've basically got, yeah, 4 damage, but he's gonna die as soon as he attacks, which is... It's not bad, but I don't know that I would do that. So I'm going to place this guy here. His cooldown is at 0. So they're just gonna roll through this and probably... Well, no, because these guys don't have Relentless and their cooldown isn't set. Alright. So he's gonna hit that. Oh, what is that? Oh! What was that? Opponent structures take 3 damage. Well, you turkey. Alright, what do we got? One countdown is 0. Oh, okay, Brother Wolf. He's gonna self-destruct on attack. But see, if I play Wolfie, well... What I'm going to do, I think, is basically place this guy as a buffer. I think. So he only has 1 health, but he's gonna blow up on destruction. Oh, you can also do that too. You can click on them directly instead of doing what I did, and then you can actually look at the enchantments. But these 2 are on their cooldown set to 0, so they're going to take this one out completely, which is good for me. I'm actually going to trade this in for 2 also. Enchanted is healed. What does this one do? All units you control gains +2 attack until the end of the turn, so I'll save that for a minute. Boom! So that's another one. Yep. And... Wait! Oh, he had Relentless. Okay, that's why. See, he healed himself. That's pretty awesome. But see, he... this wouldn't matter for him. What do we got here? The rat guy. Rat creatures you control gain 1 health while Junkyard is in play, but it's also a wall structure, so I'm gonna go ahead and actually let's move him back, them up, and they're gonna go ahead and take that out at some point. And I'm gonna put a structure there, and we're gonna trade for 2. I'm gonna put him here. I don't have to do all of this because obviously this has these guys do 7 attack a piece. So, you know, obviously within a turn or so, if these guys don't die... Actually, I could actually move him completely. Oh! Whoa! What happened here? Deal 1 damage to target tile and all adjacent tiles. Okay. Working as intended. Okay, so he's a 4 structure. Ew, you dirty dog. I see what he did there. Now, what does this do? For each unit you control, heal your idol on the same row by 1. beast creatures deal double damage to idols this turn. Okay. Well, I could take that out, but this thing's in my way. So... this is 6, so I'm gonna go ahead and switch that out, because that's probably not gonna do much. Wait a minute. I thought I already had 4. Well, that don't make no sense. His cooldown's not there yet. And see, I thought about moving down here, but other than to protect my own, there's not a whole lot of point in doing that, really. I don't think he has Relentless on, which kind of stinks. This guy may end up being my endgame one. If I use this spell and add 2 there. Okay. Got another infantry guy. Ooh, these are pretty good. Mangy Wolf deals... When Mangy Wolf deals damage, it is healed by 1. Other wolf creatures you control have their countdown decreased by 1 when Mangy Wolf comes into play. Okay. Well... So... Okay, his cooldown is at 1. I'm gonna move this guy up here. And then... he's got... Alright, so what I'm actually gonna do is place this one here. What's he got going for him? That's not bad. I'm still gonna... I want more different cards. Ooh, that was a good one. This one, take the next creature, scroll from your library and add it to your hand. You spend 1 resource then. Great Wolf gets 1 attack for every other wolf you control. So that would give him... he'd start with 5. He's relentless and has 5 health, so he's a pretty beast dude, no pun intended. Oh, pooers. That was a waste. Oh well. Oh good, he moved. Awesome. Oh crap. Never mind. Okay, so he does 6 damage. This guy can take his damage, I think. And see, the other thing you have to think of is turns as far as, okay, if I bump his attack up by... wait. I'm laying him down at 5. Oh, and this should decrease. Okay, so... let's go ahead and put this one here. Yeah, that should be good, because now this one's decreased 0, this one is, so that's 8. His is at 0. Okay, so we got this. Yep, there it is. Yay! I actually won a round! That's amazing! That wasn't the tutorial. Alright, so yeah, you kind of get the idea of how this all works. Again, I don't know that I'm gonna turn this into a true LP series or anything where we do this, you know, multiple times a week or something like that. But it's something fun. It's different every time because you're playing different matches. I may end up doing some of the trials as kind of a, I don't know, walkthrough tutorial something if I can figure it out. You know, so I enjoy the game, but I don't know how much of an entertainment it would be as a full-blown LP that's done on a regular scheduled basis or anything. Unless, you know, it was the 3 of us playing each other or something once a week or something like that. So, feel free to send me a comment or a message or something if you guys have ideas, if you enjoyed it. And wanted to see more of it done, and, you know, yeah, I'd like to see you do an actual, you know, play this multiple times or play it once a week, or, you know, those kinds of things. Any suggestions you have about that kind of stuff would be appreciated. I'm going to go ahead and buy another of these growth scrolls now that I can actually, you know, get the right one that I'm looking for. Okay, those aren't bad. They make good structures, so... And I'm going to work on figuring out the whole deck builder thing and saving a new deck and all that kind of stuff, because I have 58 cards. Oh, what did I just do? Oh, there you go. Well, there you go. Well, there you go. That's it, right there. So this is a... Oh, clear the... Okay, this makes so much more sense now. My mind is blown. It just blew. Right out the front of my forehead. So I'm gonna try and piece together a different deck. I did want to show you this one. Why did I keep this one? This was a good one, I think. It's 8. It's a big card. All your units gain 2 attack until the end of the turn and have their countdown decreased by 2. Oh, okay, so that basically like ups their attack, and then for most things would let them attack immediately. So that's a pretty good card to have. So yeah. Hope you all enjoyed. If you did, feel free to leave a like, and any suggestions you have about doing this more as a series, or things you'd like to see done, if you'd like to see the trials done, anything like that, don't hesitate to leave suggestions or whatnot. So yeah, hope you all enjoyed, and we'll see you all next time. Peace!